Hello everyone. Let's talk about goldbacks as fractional amounts of gold, about stacking them versus stacking fractional gold coins or bars. Here's a 10 goldback. It has approximately the same amount of gold as a 1/3 of a gram of gold. So here you have a third of gold. This is just in a big card, just so I can keep up with it. So it's pretty small. Here's approximately the same amount of gold in a 10 goldback. Now, as far as purchasing these, the 1/3 gram of gold was a little cheaper than purchasing it as a goldback. The day I purchased this gram, I paid $88.90 for it. And a 10 goldback was valued at $93.70. So about $5 more for the approximately the same amount of gold. So maybe on the surface saying, well, it's better to buy, a third of a gram in a fraction in this form versus a goldback. Now, this is where, I only learned about goldbacks a few months ago, and I have had many a debate in my head for and against. I feel like I could write an essay for goldbacks and an essay against goldbacks, and both of those things could be true. So this is where I want to hear what you think about it. On the surface, it costs a little less to get this 1/3 of a gram of gold than it did to get it in a goldback. The difference is when I go to sell this, I ate a lot of the premium when I bought it. I don't know how many places are going to give you what you paid for it. I think about the time I bought it, it's pretty much this was around $50 spot on a 1/3 of a gram, and I paid $88.90 for it, which is, the smaller fractional you go, the more premium you pay. So spot price, just say it was around $50 the day I bought it. So I could at least get $50 back from it. Now, I'm not sure if I took this to a gold, silver dealer, like a coin shop, how much are they going to give me? Are they going to give me all that premium I paid over? Usually not. And if I sold this to a person, if I just sold this to another person, they're not going to eat that premium. They're not going to give you $88.90 for it when it's only $50 worth of gold. Most likely not. Whereas the goldback, its value, the premium stays with the goldback. If I were to sell this to anyone, it still would sell at today's, it goes with the price of gold. So this is 1/100th of an ounce, troy ounce. And so the day I bought this, it was $93.70. So whatever 1/100th of an ounce of gold is today. I was trying to do the math in my head, and anyway, I don't know what today's gold is. I just realized I didn't write it down. So this premium stays with the goldback. The day I bought it, I could turn around and sell it to someone else for $93.70. So what is your opinion on whether it's better to do this, better to do this? Do you do both? Also, just to break this down even more, I also purchased 5 grains of gold, which is approximately the same amount of gold in a 1/3 of a gram and the same amount of gold in this 10 goldback. Now these are approximate, but they're very, very close. For a visual, they're super close to the same amount of gold. So 1 grain of gold is tiny. It's like, small as a grain of rice. It's inside that little white border. So I have broken this 10 goldback down into 5 grains. Now the grains, that's quite a bit smaller. That's this 1/3 of a gram broken down 5 times. So the premium for the grains were even higher. So it actually Even though the third of a gram was a little better price than the 10 Goldback, the 10 Goldback was a better price than these 10 grains. I paid $17 more to have about the same amount of gold as I did in a Goldback. So as you break it down even further, the Goldback was a little better of a deal than the 5 grains. But for that matter, you can break Goldbacks down. I mean, that's 10 Goldbacks, whether you want it, you know, I have a 2 Goldback. I think I have a couple of 2s here. 2, 4, and then 5, 6, 7. Those are all 1s. 8, 9, 10. So you still have, you know, you can break that up anyway. So now you've broken your grains into smaller Goldbacks. So it was a little bit better of a deal to buy the Goldbacks than it was to go down to this fractional amount. A 2 Goldback is approximately 1 grain. 1 grain. 2 Goldbacks is approximately 1 grain. And then 2 1 Goldbacks is a grain. So Goldbacks do allow you to break that down into just micro amounts. 1/2 Goldbacks, 4 1/2 Goldbacks equal a grain. And then all the way down to the teeny tiny 1/8 of a Goldback, you can break that down. You can break that grain down even smaller into 8 1/4 Goldbacks. So if you're wanting to possibly break down mic to this tiny amounts, it was cheaper to buy these in Goldbacks than to buy the grain. And then the Goldback allows you to break it down even further. So as of now, the smallest Goldback is this 1/4 Goldback that Idaho just put out. These are new. So 8 of these equals a grain. So as far as money goes, I'm leaning toward Goldbacks being a better value. At the end of the day, what are you stacking for? If it's everything's going to go to crap tomorrow, a lot of people aren't familiar with Goldbacks. I don't know, if I hadn't have just learned about them, I don't think I would exchange a Goldback for a roll of toilet paper or a can of corn, because I wasn't familiar with them. On the other hand, is my gold real. They can be, you know, there's so many fakes out there. I don't know that I would be comfortable taking gold. I guess I would have to make sure I had a gold testing kit. So I feel like there's pros and cons to both. Maybe tell me what you think. What do you think about fractional amounts of gold in the form of Goldbacks?